over the years we've always had a competitive team, and I think we'll be competitive again. Obviously, at the end of last season, I wanted to see our roster improve. I wanted us to have a better chance to win. And we had our conversations, throughout the summer about what that looked like and how we could take steps in that direction. And I come into this season with faith that that's going to happen and that we're going to do that. I feel like Larry Nance is a good pickup for our team. Athleticism, if it's, a team playing small ball five, he can make a three, get us extra opportunities offensively, defensively, make us more versatile. We got some guys with experience, Tony Snell, 3-and-D, Ben McLemore, another shooter. We got some really good guys in camp, Marquise Chris, Dennis Smith, Pat. We got some decent guys around that, we can form into a really good team and be competitive. It's only one way to find out how competitive and what it can actually be, and we're going to find out soon.
As opposed to a different coach coming in, you had that background with Chauncey already. How does that kind of start that you already have that ground level already laid?
I think it's a really positive thing that we knew each other before, because the conversation isn't a get-to-know-you conversation and then talk basketball. It's like I already knew him. We already had each other's phone number and spoke, pretty often. So when he came, it was just like, let's try to figure it out, as opposed to like, let's learn each other. That was less of a process. So Neil always compared me to him. Like when I first came in the league, Neil would be like, you remind me of Chauncey. Like Chauncey was like this, Chauncey did this, Chauncey did that. And he always would tell me I remind him of himself as a player, just by demeanor and how I go about stuff. So it's definitely a fit, and spending time around him now, like, is definitely a fit. And, I can see where his experience as a player and, at a championship level can really help our team. Just from the way he teaches and the detail that he speaks with is from a winning player's perspective, and I think everybody has to automatically respect that, and you can see the command that he has over the team when he speaks, or when somebody's working out and they're not going hard enough and he like, whoa, stop. Like, if you're going to do this, this is what it needs to look like. You can just tell that it's going to, he's going to be a good fit for this team.
Damian, the word accountability has been thrown around a lot. You are the franchise player, a superstar player. How can Chauncey Billups hold you accountable? What does that word mean to you coming from him? How can he make you better?
I think it speaks for itself. Accountability is when he has something to say, or if I'm out of line on something, or if I'm not doing something that I'm supposed to be doing, him being able to challenge me on that or call me out on that. And I've never had an issue accepting that. When I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, or the NBA, I've never had an issue with accountability. If something ever crossed my desk, or I was ever challenged or called out on something, if I felt like I had something to say about it, then I'll say it. But if I feel like I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If I feel like I wasn't good enough at something, I'll say I wasn't good enough. But I've never had an issue with accountability. So if that's something that's going to be a big part of our team, or a big part of what our staff is going to bring, then it's not alarming to me, because I welcome it. I always have. From being around for the last month or so, I have a lot of faith that even though our roster is very similar to what it was, I have a lot of faith that we can be better defensively. Obviously, sometimes you just have change. It's a fresh start. It's new. And I think that will be a part of it. It was just basically a decade of, we were the same team. We had the same style. So just having a new staff, they bring something different, new people, new faces, new voices, I think that's going to probably automatically give us, a step in the right direction, because we're hearing something fresh. But just walking through things, talking through things that we've been doing while we had guys in the gym, I feel like the amount of detail, the focus on it, how much time, we spend talking about it and, pointing out spots on the court and things like that, I feel like we'll be a much better defensive team. And once again, we can say it, and very soon we'll find out if that's actually going to happen. But I do honestly feel like some of the changes and some of the things that they're bringing with them as a staff, I feel like we'll be better defensively. For me, it's like I want to see it through. So like that, I would say that's how it's impacted me and where I am in my life now. It's like I want to see it through, and I'm willing to, like I said, go out on my shield, and not do something that wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? Step outside of myself to do something to, satisfy other people. I'm gonna do me, like I always do me, and wherever that falls, I'm willing to, I'm gonna go out on my shield, like I said.